Hello! Welcome to the first Git and GitHub tutorial. My name is Jonathan. In this tutorial, I'll showcase you a step-by-step process on downloading and setting up Git. So, to get started, go to your web browser. And then, once that's done, on the search bar, type the following: git/scm.com/download. Once you type that out, it should immediately take you to a web page where it provides you links for you to download the Git installer depending by your own hardware. Since I'm using Windows, I'll click the Windows button. Once that's done, it should immediately provide you another pop-up that will ask you to install the installer, either standalone or portable. Since my computer is 64-bit and I want to install the actual installer directly from the computer, I'll click the link here. Once that's done, it should immediately download the installer. Once it has been downloaded, click the installer. It provides you a pop-up that asks you to allow the app to make any changes within your device. Press yes. Once that's done, it will showcase your setup that asks you to read the terms and conditions. Once you read them, press next. It will then ask you where you want to set your Git at. So, usually this will set as default. However, if you want to install Git to any of those folders here, select that you want to choose to download the Git and then press OK. Once that's done, press next. It will then show some options you can choose within the installer to meet your own demands. Most of the installers here, outside from default, which is provided by the checked, is not necessary for the tutorial, as the default, which is shown by the check, is enough to set up and use to Git itself. However, you can always look and select non-default options to see which is best for you. Otherwise, you can skim throughout the rest of the setup by pressing next. Keep pressing next until you found in this area. In this case, press install. It should immediately install the installer right now, so give it a few seconds for it to load. Once it is done, it should notify you that the setup is finished. But before clicking finish, click the launch git bash so we can immediately see the git command line. Once you click finish, it will then provide you a pop-up that asks and showcase you some release notes. Close it, and then it will showcase you the command line. This is git bash. This is where you input commands such as push, pull, commit, and add. By looks of appearance-wise, it looks similar to a Windows command prompt. We do need this to set up our own email and username in Git Bash for our own commit. So, to do so, right next to the $, type the following: git space config // global user.name. After this, you must input your own username. It can be any username as you want. However, I would recommend putting your name as a username. Once that's done, all we need to do is set up our own email. So repeat the same process. So git config // global. However, instead of putting user.name, put user.email. And then input your own email. Press enter. Now the username and email has been set up, has now been ready for doing a commit. Now that you finish inputting your username and email, you are finished with this tutorial. In our next video, I'll show you how to actually sign up for GitHub. Otherwise, have a great day and see you soon.